Hello farmers, this is Juotca, your famous map modder for Farming Simulator 2025. So in this video, I'm going to address three main things. I have released my JuotcaFlatMap16, a huge map, and some of you have come across it, and I've received some comments that needed to be addressed as soon as possible. Now that I have addressed these particular comments, this is the new update, which is one Juotka times 16 version 1.1. The first thing is to address the loading. On my case, even the older one, 1.0, was loading to 100%, but some majority were complaining about the map being stuck at 99. So I had to do some tweaks. Maybe I don't know if it's your computer or what, but depending on some specs that somebody shared with me, it shouldn't be a problem at all. So first thing first is to show you that the new version on my side load to 100%. Even the original version, the 1.0, was still loading to 100% on my side. So just want to see, I want you to confirm that the map loads to 100%. That's why the video starts from this part. That is the first main thing I want to address in this video. So I prefer to start with Farm Manager. I don't want to start with a new farm, and I don't want to be guided. Okay, then I will press return. You can see the version clearly, version 1.1. You already have version 1.0 that had some warnings and some errors in the log that I have fixed in this version. So the first thing is to confirm if all those errors are fixed, and also to confirm that the mod indeed load to 100%. Even the first one, I have said load to 100% in my case. Yes, it will get stuck at certain percentage, maybe 60, and then another one was 99, but it will not get stuck for a long time at 99. For less than 30 seconds, it will hit 100%. So the person who was watching this video, I hope you are enjoying my maps and my work. Kindly subscribe to support my YouTube video channel. Now, I want to show you on this new version, which is 1.1, all the factories that you had in 1.0 remain intact. All the buildings remain intact. Everything, of course, remain intact because there was none with the problem. The only thing I've done, I've introduced some few things at least to allow some processes to be easy, because I saw that it was very difficult for someone. I don't want to make this game very difficult. I want you to enjoy. So I added some few things to make it easier for you. So first, let's see if this indeed load to 100%, as I've been telling you in my comments or my comment section. I've been saying this load to 100%. Right now you can see this is times 16, so expect it to be taking some minutes to load, but not long. At 99, let's wait and see. And you can time it if you like. I've done that and found that it is less than 30 seconds. You see, this is what I wanted you to confirm. The map indeed load to 100%. This was with the 1.0 version, and also you can see the 1.1 version still load to 100%. Now the errors on brands warning and non-field types and the price are not allocated for the road salt has been fixed. I want to confirm from my log file. So in the log, you have many modes loading. Of course, errors can come from any other mode, but we want to search for errors specifically for the map. So I will just search for errors for the map specifically, just locating the name. There is it. put it on the search button here, Control F to get that, and then start from the up top here. And then scroll down, you can see the errors were just above here. They are not there anymore. The brand errors, the brand warning, Happy Harvest brand warning is not there. The unknown field types in field type categories, the pizza, the sun are not there anymore. And the road salt error, that the price is not fixed or allocated, and yet in the selling station is also gone. You can see all things load successfully. I've moved up to the bottom, and I see I'm starting again at the top. So this has simply showed you that there is no log error for JuotcaFlatMap16 version 1.1. So that is the first thing I wanted to address. Second thing, most of you are asking about the wind turbine. How does the wind turbine work? How do we make them operate? This is what we do. Now, to make sure that this is easier, because I realized it was very difficult, I installed some few things. Number one, I've installed a buying station next to the farm supply to supply you with some few inputs that you require for the farm supply to operate. Number two, there are some pallets that the farm supply require to operate. I've decided to include these pallets in the shop so that you can buy them if you cannot produce them for faster operation of the farm supply, or for easier working with the farm supply to supply the maintenance and worker to the windmill that we want to see how it works. Okay, so the first thing is to buy this area. I'm not going to show you around the map again because I did in my first video and nothing has changed. I'll just show you the things that I've added in this version that are very important. All right, I'll borrow some money. You can do some contracts. If you want real thing, do the contract, get some money. After that, buy the farmland and then access your farm supply. Supply the inputs to the required to the factories where the required inputs came from. Then start the factories, get the inputs to your farm supply by distributing them. Then distribute the worker, the maintenance to the windmill, and then start the windmill. Once that is done, the windmills will be operating and supplying electricity. I am concentrating on that because I have an idea of introducing this particular concept to all the factories in my maps. I'll try to make the production points or factories to be a bit real in my maps. One of the things I would like to do is I will ensure that the electricity must be supplied for the factory to operate, which is in reality, that one is true. The second thing, I'll ensure that the pallets must be supplied to the factories because our products need to be placed on top of pallets, so you need an empty pallet to be supplied there. So sawmill, my sawmill that is in this map is already producing empty pallets, and this will be distributed to some few factories that I have selected to test if this will work well with you guys. But I am here to hear your views. If that will not be okay with you, I am here for you, then I will just need to scrap it off. But to my view, I think that we need maintenance, we need worker, we need electricity, and we need empty pallets to be supplied to every factories to operate them. Now, there we go. We need bread, cheese, clothes, maize, DSL, electricity, millet, boards, and wheat. If you want this to be real, then you need to go to the bakery, make some breads, transport them to here. Then you need to go to the dairy plant, make some breads. Also, clothes factory, make some clothes because workers need to have some clothes. I'll also introduce shoe factories because the shoes are also required by the workers in my next update. Maize here, you need to farm, you need to plant some maize because you need yeast. Yeast is needed in distillery to make some wine because the farmer need to enjoy while also doing some work. You need to take some wine, whiskey, and so on. Yeast is needed at the breweries, which I will also introduce in the new update. And also you need the electricity, you need the diesel, you need the milk, you need boards. Of course, the farmers must feel happy. They need to drink some milk. You need the boards. And also you need steel that I'll introduce later for making some farm tools. You need the steel at the farm supply. And you need wheat. Now, because I don't want to follow all that process, I have introduced in this new version 1.1, at the shop, you can buy the bread pallet, cheese pallet, cloth pallet, and boards pallet. Then at the buying station, you can buy maize, you can buy diesel, you can buy milk, and you can buy wheat. Then you transport them to the farm supply. Electricity you can get from biogas. So the first thing first, we have to ensure that the biogas is operating. So I'll buy the land where the biogas is. That is field number 31. Think I have enough money? Now that is true. So when I go to the factories, scroll down to biogas, you can see biogas is very easy to have it operating because it just need manure, silage, liquid manure, and sugar beet. There's a new thing I've installed at the VGA which can help a lot in unloading manure and sugar beet cut and silage. This is a ramp. It was not there in 1.0, but I've installed it here. Though I didn't see any comment because some might have not started working there, but I noticed it. So I have done that in this new update. So first thing first, let me buy some liquid manure. I'll go to the shop, have my modified Volvo, which move up to 190 km/h. You can drive the base game Volvo if you want. If you want mine, I've shown you in my first video. You will see the name Volvo plus JC edit in front, showing that I have edited that. So the speed is different, the capacity is different, the field types are different. So while using them, you be careful, especially with the speed because they are moving very fast. And there's also traffic. All right. There's also pedestrian traffic. I've mentioned that in my first video. I'll not do that. I'll not show you around that now. I just want to show you how to make the farm supply operative and also how to activate the windmills once this farm supply is working. The first step, activate the biogas. To activate the biogas, supply either liquid manure. If you have some cows, you can get it there. Or manure. If you have some cows as well, you can get them there. Or you can get some sugar beet cut and also silage from grass. You can ferment grass to get silage. So I'm going home so that I can buy from the buying station. I told you I installed buying station there to make things easier for now, so that you can see the quick way of having the windmills active. Please subscribe to support my YouTube channel. My next project is to update the JuotcaFlatMap2 also to have farm supply and some new things in the factory. Again, I'm working on ×4 that will have some maybe different thing that I think will surprise you anyway. But let's now work with this first and see if we can see if it is working. Probably it might be the first time 16 map in Farming Simulator 2025, but there might be others. No problem. We don't have any problem. just want you to enjoy. That's why I'm here. So liquid manure, there is it. I'll buy it. You can get it from cows. I don't have cows. That is a long process, but you can do it. As a farmer, I can buy it. That's why I installed this in version 1.2. Please note that this buying station is not in version 1.0. Again, note that the buying pallets that I've shown you at the object section, I'll show you at the object section, the cheese pallet, the boards pallets are not in version 1.0. I think that's enough. That's enough for me. Let me take it to the biogas so that the biogas can supply electricity to farm supply. And then I'll go and buy some pallets that we need from the shop. I've included in this new version of Juotca 1.1 for ease operating the farm supply and the windmills. The reason why I'm concentrating on this, I'll repeat, because in my next update from your views and your comment, I would like to ensure that all the factories need some 3 additional inputs that Giant did not include. And this is just to make it real. Okay, you can make your silage at the bunker silo there, but I'm not going to do that now. Now I just want to show you a quick way. Yes, there. You can unload your liquid manure and then go to your factories, then biogas, and then specifically activate the slurry one because that is what you have put in the inputs. Now you hit some, I think you hit the return to activate the biogas, and you'll see some digested and electricity being produced. I've increased the speed from what the base game had in this biogas, and I've also made sure that electricity is not sold directly. That is what is in the base game. Electricity is sold directly, and because I think in the base game they didn't care about it, but I'm bringing the aspect of electricity being in the factory. Now we need it. So that's why in this version of the biogas, or in this version of the biogas, the electricity is not sold directly. In version 1.0, it is sold directly, which was a mistake I did, but I've corrected that in this version. So once the biogas is running, the next thing is to ensure that your output mode is changed to distributing. So you'll click space and you can see distributing so that the electricity can be distributed to any active factory that require electricity. Remember, if your factory is inactive, then even if you put the distribution mode on, then it will not go anywhere. The factory where it goes to must be active. So we'll go to our farm supply and activate it. You can see it is still inactive. So the electricity from the biogas will not come here because it is inactive. So the first thing you need to do to work with the distributing mode is to activate where you want the product to go to. So I'll click on maintenance and then click on enter there, which you can use your mouse to do so. You can see it's saying material is missing, and these are bread, cheese, clothes, maize, DSL. Electricity will come in some few minutes. After an hour, you will see electricity. Here, the biogas is already on. Milk, birds, and wheat. So I want to buy this. You can produce this, but I want to buy this so that I can do this faster. All right, I think I need this vehicle back. I need this truck back to buy DSL to load to my farm supply. You will still see some wetness on the road for realism. I am thinking of bringing autumn decals to the roads. That means during autumn, you see some leaves of trees at the center of the road or besides or along the sides of the roads. This one is common. I think you have seen this during autumn. I want to bring it, if possible, in the new update of this map. I would like to do so. But right now, there is only wetness decals on the road, just like in my times2 map. But I've tried to make it real. Not every place on the road has wetness decal, because that cannot be. Oh, sorry, I've passed there. But again, the issue of fence, this is the reason why some did not want the fence. That was the comment I had from times2. Now I took that into consideration in this map. I decided not to install any fence so that you can do it by yourself. I might not know why you don't want fence, but you can now put it by yourself. So all the productions does not have fence. So I'll buy DSL there. I think a small one. Don't have money to buy more, just for demonstration. Then I'll load it here. You can see the DSL tank is next here. Then I'll press I. After that, it was just small, so you might find that, hey, how are you guys? This is Juotca. You are free to walk. There's no problem. I'm not going to hit you. At least this time I'm not alone. Like in Juotca times2, I was just alone. In Juotca times16, you can see some people are here. They are just going on their business. They are walking to their respective places. Maybe to the factories to do some work, because we need workers to be at the factory. So next is to buy the pallets. So P, this is in this version, not in the other version. You go to the objects category. There are some pallets that I've introduced there, which you require. If you don't want to produce them for farm supply, you just buy them. You can see they are bearing the name of my map, JuotcaFlatMap for clothes pallet. If you don't want to make it, you can buy JuotcaFlatMap cheese. You can see boards and you can see bread. So let me buy 4 for each case. I think 4 will be enough. Okay, then I'll buy the cheese pallet. These are base game pallets, but then I've just made them visible at the shop. How many cheese pallets are there? Okay, let it save. Give it some few seconds to save. Okay, let me just buy cheese pallet. Maybe I need some too. I don't know how many I've got because I got some confusion on the way. And then I need boards pallet. If you don't want to produce them at me, you can simply buy them. Okay, then bread. Okay, so we have bread, we have pods, we have clothes and cheese. Now, I got from the mod website the autoload trailer. You can go and download it. It is called Freight Liner. Here. Thanks to the modder. This was very nice because I don't like difficult work. don't like going with a forklift there and so on to do them manual. But if you like, you can do so. Me, I want to do this using the autoload, thanks to the people who produce that script. So I don't like that color. It's annoying. Let me just put my favorite color, green, and then I list it. You can get this from mod website. This is not included in this map. It is not there. So please don't start looking at it in your track category. This one is just on my mods. To limit, of course, to reduce some errors and log errors, you need to avoid too much of these mods in your map, because you'll again start fixing errors on these particular mods. While you fix yours, you also fix these errors. All right. Shift R, loaded. If you had forklift, you could have been still be struggling to load this thing. But that is the reality. That's how it is done outside there. So I don't have any problem with that. If you prefer that, you are free to do so. Please enjoy this map as you want to do so, the way you want. And there's good news. For those who doesn't like my factories, those who think that I've installed them not in a proper way, those who doesn't like the design, I have decided to make an alternative empty map of this version. Empty. Empty means there is no placeable, there is no factories, there is no farmhouse, there is no farm silo, there is no garages, there is no sheds, and so on. The only thing that is there is animal dealer, vehicle shop, and the selling points. So it's like you are starting from scratch. So if you like such challenges, then instead of downloading this version of this map, you can download the empty version of it, which I'll share together with this in the mod website. So once you just decide, the decision is yours. You want to play with the factories, install everything intact, you only need to buy the farmland and start operating, come for this. If you want to start things from scratch like requested by some people for ×2, now I got you. If you can find that one, please work out, use it and enjoy. I've loaded it with the pallets. Oh, sorry, I almost hit you. At a time when you are walking, you should know there are cars from behind. You're just walking. I think Jan should introduce a way that these people behave almost in real, like those in GTA. I think something like GTA, the way the people behave there should be in farming. You get somebody in your farm, you beat. You start fighting, not that people just walk. I think Giant, they have done great work, but they can do more. They can add that maybe. I love their work. I enjoy Farming Simulator. I've been farming from, 2013. I've just been going with this version until I became a modder now. Realized that I also need something good to do, because I love farming. Indeed, I love farming. So seeing people walking, you find somebody trespassing, you beat, I think will make it more enjoyable. But anyway, we'll just wait. Everything comes at a time. See, there were no wetness decals, autumn decals. You can now see them in the base map. That simply tells you that something good has happened. Some crops have been added, they were not there in 2022. We just got them from mod. That tells you Giant is really working to make us happy, and I really appreciate them. All right, I will again not follow the normal ways. Forgive me for that. Once I will erect some farm fence, then I'll have no option but to follow the gate. Let me see, the unload side is left. I need to turn it to right. So I'll use U and then Shift I, and indeed that is gone. You see how it is easy to work with autoload. That's why I use. If I had forklift, I could still be struggling there, but that is the reality. If you want that, you can do that. No problem. What next? Now I can see electricity is still not yet there, means 1 hour is not gone. Is it? Almost. You can see it is 9:59. At exactly 10, we should have electricity from the biogas. Let's wait. Oh, now let me check. There is it. You can see there is electricity, 1,531 liters. So biogas is doing job well. Now it is my chance. And you can see the status now running. There is no material missing. You see, the farm supply is now running, meaning that the maintenance will start being produced. You can see. You can also activate the worker section, which is just there. The other section I'll not do. It's only the yeast, which require the milk, wheat, and I think milk is required by the worker. The worker need to eat some milk. All right. So for worker, because it is still inactive, so let me buy some milk. I want to drink milk. The workers need to drink milk. You have to treat your workers well. I told you new update, they will also require shoe. I'm just looking for a way to create that in. They will also require even juice. I'll do that. Just bit by bit. We don't want to put things, all things at a go. Okay, something. I think that's enough. It's just for demonstration. That's unrealistic. You can see it is not white, but it thanks the modder, because without that, I could have been going through a long process in order to have the milk supplied here. And you know the process. I don't want to mention. Okay. Now the workers should be there happy. We need some people. And there are many things. HR and so on will come soon. So I can see there are workers there, and you need to change the mode to distributing. Also change the mode on the workers to be distributing, so that they can go to the windmills, and we'll see the windmills are now running. And I think that is done. I'll just increase the time for 1 hour for this to be distributed. But remember, where they are going must be active. The windmills are still inactive, so I'll need to activate all of them. Because if they are not active, the electricity and worker, which is required here, will not go there. So that is something you need to note. For the factory to receive the distribution from another factory, the factory needs to be active. That is the only way, because you can't distribute to places where no one lives there. Of course, a place is closed, it is abandoned, and then you're distributing things. No one will do that. At least you have to distribute your goods to where there are people. So the windmills has to be active to receive workers who will use the tools from the maintenance section to maintain them in case they have problems, so that they can supply electricity for you to your production. This will be very useful. The biogas and the windmills and the solar panel in the new updates will ensure that all your production receive enough electricity for operation. So I'll increase time to, okay, that is, I know it has been distributed now. For 1 hour, it's distributed. You can see at the windmill, we have maintenance, we have worker, we have maintenance, we have worker, we have maintenance, we have worker. That means the windmill should start producing electricity. And you can see you have electricity 91 liters for the first one, 139 liters, 151 liters, and so on. Now you can change the output mode of the windmill so that it can take it to your production. Right now, you have few productions that require electricity, not all of them. I did that because I wanted to test it so that from your view and your comments, I'll know whether to apply it to all factories or we can scrap it off the way Giant did not include it. So you can see your windmills are there, and we can continue to increase time till night. You can see there is an indication on the windmill. Lovely. So if there's an aeroplane, they will know there are long things up here so that there is no crash. You can see there are red blinks on top of your windmills. And this is perfect. This is perfect. And all your lights are on. The street lights will be on at night, are all installed, but not in all factories. Some you can do by yourself. You can add, you can sell them. Anything you can sell here. If you doesn't like, you can just sell. So I think your home is there. If it is at night, you can get in, open the door, then go to your bedroom. Okay, I think that is leading to the backyard. I need to go to my bedroom. This is an extra room where the visitor can be. I think the house is too big. Today I couldn't locate my bedroom. Why? Is it this one? No, that is the farmer is tired. This is not. Oh, this is grandpa room. That's the reason why I can't locate my bedroom. My house is down there. Right. You can change your clothes here. I've shown that. I think I've demonstrated that in the first video. And you can hit sleep here so that the worker can sleep to the next morning. All right. Enough of that. And I'll stop. I think my main things was to show you that the map load to 100% without errors. I think I did that. I've fixed all the errors in the new version and also include some things that are very important to operate the farm supply and the windmill. You have also seen that the windmills operate and it is nice in the morning at 8:55. And you can go, this is my house. I know the bedroom here. This one. Okay. There's no problem with that. All these houses are now yours because the grandpa has left them. And where is Neptune? Is Neptune around? Let me just put some food and see if it was going to come. Hey, Neptune was behind. There he is. There he is coming. Yes. Come eat. All right. Thank you. And enjoy. Please subscribe if you love my video and you love my work. Please subscribe to support me. Thank you. You'll see this video alongside the map. The empty map is also there, the version, the alternative version for this. If you don't want these things installed on the map, you can start from scratch. You are allowed to do so and enjoy JuotcaFlatMap16. Thank you.